Because like I said earlier about the cocaine thing, right? If you have a meaningful life, um, then you're going to withstand from, cocaine to some degree, right? Like my favorite experiment is the one with the rats, where they have like a control group of rats, that are family oriented. They have like brothers, sisters, friends, family in a group, and then they have the liquid cocaine on one side, and they have one single rat, with liquid cocaine. And when the rat is by itself, it always, or has a strong tendency to overdose and die. Whereas when it's with the family, it has a meaningful life, it has a community. It does rat-like things because rats don't live alone. Because if rats live alone, that's not their natural state. It doesn't overdose. And so, speaking of that, community, how did the community help you?
So the 12-step fellowship was definitely a huge part of my recovery. They offered me that mental, emotional, and spiritual support that I needed. Uh, it was a group of people who had the same goal, who had come from the same struggle, right? So I was able to find unity there. I was able to share some of the more embarrassing things that I probably would be uncomfortable sharing with somebody who hadn't experienced addiction.
Right.
So that was a huge, huge benefit to being in a fellowship. The regularity of the meetings, going to a meeting on a Saturday night instead of
Yeah.
sitting home alone wondering what to do with my time, that was a huge plus, right? Hearing other people's experiences and getting hope from those experiences, or learning things that I could change about my lifestyle that would help me to continue growing in recovery. Those were all incredibly beneficial aspects of being in a community of people who are seeking recovery.
Yeah, it's that sense of belongingness. I think that if I could summarize what you're saying, you felt like a sense of belongingness because you're, like people who go to church, they have that sense of belongingness or religious affiliations because they're all gathered in circle, in some fundamental sense to worship or um, to strive for the same goal, right? And there's unison about that, right? And with 12-step communities, there's that same kind of unison where we're all gathered around. It's very evident when we hold hands and we say our prayer at the end and things like that. We're all synchronized together for a common purpose, right? And that's what I really loved about the 12-step program is the community aspect because I was so isolated as well.